Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Tyson. My show is called Your Community Health Club. So the show last week was very good. People asked a lot of questions. I was very happy about that. Today I'm going to be talking about the superpower of seeds. And the seeds I'm going to be talking about will be chia, hemp, and flaxseed. They are very potent, very nutritious, and we need to start consuming them, because they're very nutritious. So, please. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. So, I'm going to talk about chia seeds first. Chia seeds, 2 ounces of chia seed contains 11 grams of soluble fiber, which feeds your gut bacteria. One of the problems people have is with their gut. It's very high in protein, has 9 amino acids. It's considered as a complete protein, and these proteins your body can't produce, so that's why we have to get it from food. So half of the population is a little deficient in protein. 1 ounce contains 5 grams of protein, more calcium than milk, and minerals is the number one minerals your body needs from plants. So you can get all these nutrients just from plants. Chia seeds has the highest omega-3 and high in minerals and vitamins. One of the minerals very high in is magnesium and antioxidants. A lot of the population in the United States, 50% are deficient in magnesium. And magnesium does a lot for the body, for your bones, helps relax you, and is in a lot of chemical activities in your body to produce things. So with chia seeds, you can make chia pudding. Very nutritious. Easy to make. I'll give you recipes later. And this is something that we can get. It's very cheap. You can put it in your smoothies. You can make pudding out of it, like I said. And you can add it into, sauces and stuff like that. So chia seed, one of the number one things, is very high in omega-3, which your body needs. So the next seed I'm going to talk about is hemp seed. Hemp seed is very high in protein than chia seeds. There's double the amount of the protein that chia seeds have. Chia seed has 5 grams. Hemp seeds have 9.5 grams, so it's like double. So very potent. And I tell people you gotta do the chia seeds. It's very healthy. And the next seed I'm going to talk about is flax seeds. Flax seeds is high in omega-3 fatty acid. It has an anti-cancer hormone. It has essential vitamins and minerals. 6 grams of soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. It helps regulate the bowel movement. Flax is like the second omega-3 than chia seeds. So if you do both together, that's really be great. And chia seed contains 800 times more ligands, which is a cancer hormone. So they 100 times more than any plant. So that's really good. Pumpkin seeds, 2 ounces of pumpkin seeds contains 5 grams of protein. It has 9 essential amino acids, and it's not a complete protein because it has 2 amino acids that's very low. So they don't consider it as a, complete protein. It has vitamins, amino acids, high in the B vitamins, B1, B2, B4, B6, and it also has vitamin C, K, and E, enriching antioxidants. And it has anti-cancer properties, studies show, So these 3 seeds will be excellent to help your body in its health journey. Like chia seeds, you can make a pudding. Flax seeds, you can make a milk, or you can put it in smoothies. Hemp seeds, you can make a milk, and you can also put it in a smoothie, sprinkle it over your salads or whatever you're eating. And the pumpkin seeds is make a very good milk, and you can make a smoothie out of it. You can use the pulp. So it's very, very nutritious. I suggest people try to incorporate this in their lives because it's going to really help them. I'll give you other recipes on how to make things with them. Like I said, they're very nutritious and very simple and very easy to get. And you can almost find it in any of your supermarkets. Then I will show you how to make different other things, like you can make bread from it, like the flax seeds. The chia is basically a pudding, or you can put it in your smoothies, or you can make a chia gel, just put it in water and it kind of swells up. You can flavor it and you can drink it. So that's some of the things that you can do with seeds. And the other thing I want to talk about is starting a club. Somebody was asking, 2 people was asking, well, how is this club going to work? And how did you get into doing a club? So I met a family, they wanted to start a health club. So I'm like, okay. So when I went over to their house, it was like 12 people. And they told me something very interesting. They said, they live in a building, and they all live in the same building. And I said, well, we own this building. We got together and bought the building. And I said, that's excellent. A lot of people need to do things like that to help them get their goal as a group. And I thought about, let me start this health club. And there's a lot of things you can do with clubs. So that's how I got into it. I was like really amazed. They got together and bought a building. And I think it was a 6-story building, and it was 2 apartments on each floor. And I was just amazed how they accomplished that. And that's how I got into, well, I'm going to start a health club because I think that is really, really great. We did health parties. I did the Beamer. I did the foot detox. They loved my food. I showed them how to make food. And that's how it really started. And I sold them the wheatgrass, and they really loved it. So that's how I got started helping people start their own health club. And also what I do, I have a health challenge, and people can, tell them like, well, what kind of challenge do you want to do? Someone says, well, let's deal with sugar. They said, well, let's not eat sugar for a week. So they did that challenge, and everybody was really happy. And they noticed after they did the health challenge, when they went back to sugar, the sugar was too sweet. They had to use less. And I said, well, yeah, that's the purpose of a challenge, to see what happens with your body. So we have all kinds of health challenges. And I thought that was great. So I incorporate that into the health challenge. And they love the wheatgrass. I say, wheatgrass is my medicine. And people order for me, and I always tell them, give them a free consultation once they order to let them, show them how to exactly use it. And one reason how I use it comes frozen. So I usually have to melt, so I usually put a little water in there. So now what I do, I make garlic water. So fell in love with that. Met someone who told me they knew of a lady that took garlic water every day, and she lived to 105. I'm like, wow. Garlic is very antibacterial, help with viruses and colds and things like that. And I had a friend that went on a cruise, and I told him, I said, listen, before you go on a cruise, take as much wheatgrass as you can, and also take some garlic pills and some vitamin C. He says, okay. So he went on a cruise a week, came back, called me up. He says, guess what? I'm like, what? He said, I went with two other people. You know they caught COVID and I didn't. I was around them all the time. I said, wow. It's because you prepared yourself. With the wheatgrass, you took as much as you can before you went on your trip, and you took the garlic pills, so you were boosting your immune system. I said, everybody should do that when you travel long distance, especially when you're around a lot of people you don't know from everywhere. So I'm glad he told me, and I'm like, well, that's pretty much like a testimonial. So pretty happy about that he didn't get it. I'm like, yeah, you have to continue doing that, and go to the doctor, get a medical report, and the doctor will see the difference, especially if you're taking wheatgrass comparing it to the last blood test you have. So he was pretty happy about that. I'm like, okay. So, the club, I think, is excellent for people. You need to find people. It can be your friends and family, or it can be on the show. If you need help, I can partner you up with some people. But I had a lot of big response, about the health club. And last couple of weeks ago, I had a really great show. So if you guys go on YouTube, I think they're listed under my name, Michael Tyson, on the Growing Folk Network. And you can listen to that show. And, people had a big response. A lot of people said they want to start a health club. And I'm like, that's the only way we're going to really push ourselves is we have to do it together. I mean, that's the only way. I said, companies and business, they are a group. And that's how they start their business as a group. And we could do the same thing with the health club and do our health challenges, help our health, help other people, pass it along. And that's the only way we're going to help our community. But, yeah, health club is really great. Let people know we have to do that because that's how we're going to help our community, So I also do the Beamer, which hopefully you guys heard about that. The device that increases your blood flow by 30% in 8 minutes. And by increasing your blood flow, you're increasing the nutrients, you're increasing detoxification. And if anybody have a chance to experience that, I'm in the tri-state area. You can email me or text me. My information is Mike Mailbox1 at yahoo.com. My text number is 929-273-1481. So if you have any questions or want to know how to start a health club, just text me or let me know, and I'll help you out with it, And I'm going to show you guys easy recipes that you can make in the health club or on the show. One of the recipes I gave out was pumpkin seed milk. Pumpkin seed milk is very nutritious. And I use it to make my smoothies. I make a base for my soups. I make dressing out of it. And there's just so many things you can do. And it goes bad very fast. It takes maybe 3 to 5 days, and this is go bad because it's very nutritious. Anything that's very nutritious go bad very fast. So I'll give you guys the pumpkin seed recipe again. It's 1 cup of pumpkin seeds to 3 to 4 cups of water. You have to soak the pumpkin seeds overnight. Then in the morning, you rinse them, put them in a blender, put 1 cup of water in there first, blend it up to a paste. Then you add the other 3 cups in there, blend it up. Then you have to get a fine strainer like a nut milk bag or a mesh colander or something, and you strain it through there. I use a nut milk bag, and I squeeze the milk out, and then I usually don't sweeten because I like it without the sweetness, but you can sweeten it. If I do sweeten, I use agave, and I drink it as a milk. And it's very nutritious. Your body absorbs it in 1 to 5 minutes. So, I'm going to give out other recipes, but it's very, very nutritious, and that's what we need to, consume nutritious stuff. That's going to get our health instead of this processed food that we get. Like I went into the supermarket, and I would look at bread and the ingredients, and I was like, wow, it has like 10, 20 ingredients. And then I found a recipe for a cake, and it had 3 ingredients, and I was just so shocked. I'm like, wow, that only has 3 ingredients. I said, it probably goes bad fast. The other stuff have all this preservatives and fillers, stuff to cheat you out of your money, And I tell people we have to start reading our ingredients. Look in your house, the stuff you have. You don't have to go to somebody. Just look at the ingredients. I'm like, wow, all these ingredients, maybe 30, 50 years ago, your family didn't have to use all that stuff to, make a cake or cookies or whatever. It's like simple ingredients. And now in the supermarket, they put all these preservatives in it so it can last 10 years. I'm like, wow. And all those preservatives, it's hard for your body to digest. And you put taxing your body organs to do its job is doing it 2 to 3 times as longer. And that's like taking all your body's energy. Your foods actually digest very fast. I tell mothers, I say, remember when you had a baby? I said, you fed the baby, and the baby used the bathroom maybe 10, 15 minutes later. We don't do that anymore because the food we have is so toxic and have all the junk in it and the preservatives. It's hard for your body to break it down. So I said, we are supposed to go to the bathroom within a half hour to an hour, but, because of society and things we have to do, we hold it. I know people say, oh, I don't go to the bathroom until I go home. I had a friend, he does it. Oh, I don't go to the bathroom. I say, you spend like 10 hours at work traveling, and then you only go home to use the bathroom? And then one day he told me, he says, we were walking home one day. He said, Mike, I got this big rash on my arm. And he showed me, and it's like terrible. I can't explain. I said, that's why you have the rash. He says, why? It's because you don't go to the bathroom. It has to come out. And it was coming out through his skin. He said, really? I'm like, yes. It only can sit in your body so long that it'll start coming out through your skin. Your skin is a detox organ also. So it has to come out another way, and it's coming out through your skin. That's why you had that rash. And that rash was terrible. And I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow. So that's one reason why I want to sell the Health Club, so we can learn from these things. I learn a lot from other people. And I tell other people their testimonials. It's just really so much that we always got to teach ourselves, especially about health. We were never taught about it. We taught the standard American diet. Like hot dogs. I used to love hot dogs, but it's not the same. It's not 100% pure beef. If it is, it's pig ears or skin or cartilage or bones. I'm like, what happened to the meat? So they make it cheaper, and that's what a lot of products. They just make it cheaper, put fillers in it, put air in it. So we're going to have to start making stuff ourselves at home. That's the only way you're going to get good quality stuff. And I like, vegetables and stuff because they're very nutritious. Actually, if you eat more vegetables, you don't need a lot of vitamins because it's all in here. Like salads and stuff have vitamin C, B, a lot of minerals, and you can get that just eat more salads and fruits and vegetables. It's all there. It's just that we don't eat enough, and we eat all these byproducts from these processed foods. Like you go into these restaurants, like these chicken restaurants, all they just do is fry stuff. There's no vegetable in there, but maybe a potato, and that's a starchy vegetable, which turns right into sugar. So I said, we have to rethink these things and get our health together. I said, yes, go to the doctor so the doctor can see how bad you're doing. It's up to you to reverse everything. The doctor can't do that. They can just tell you what's wrong with you through your blood work and your urine. And you should really listen to that. I was like, how am I going to, fix my body myself? And you have to, learn. That's why I'm starting the health club, so we can all learn. We have to do it. That's the only way we're going to get our health back. I don't care if you have the best insurance, you get the best medicine. The natural way is better. You get it almost free. It's less expensive. You just need to fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds is very nutritious. Look at the animals. They eat nuts and seeds. Rabbits, birds, small animals. It's very potent for them because they produce a lot of offspring because of those seeds. They have a lot of nutrients in it. It's just a simple seed. So birds, you see them eating seeds. It's very nutritious for them. Then they, the next thing they eat is plants. It's very nutritious to them. They don't have to eat meat and stuff like that. So nuts and seeds, fruits and vegetables, those are the powerhouse, and we just need to eat more of it. And you will feel the difference. The doctor will see it in your medical report. So these things, the health club, I think is going to really help people accomplish their health goal. There's just so many people that are not healthy anymore, gaining weight, all these diseases. And the only way we can get over that is just by eating right. It's simple. It's not just medicine. It's food. We don't get the food, the body can't rebuild itself. We need that. And another thing, I had a friend. She told me, she says, "Oh, Michael, I keep itching, and is there anything I can put on my skin to help stop me from itching?" I said, "It's the reason why you're itching is a symptom. Our body talks to us, but we don't listen to pain, itching, tired, hungry. That's your body talking to you. When you're hungry, your body wants nutritious stuff because it's missing some minerals and vitamins. It needs to get it from food. Sometimes you just need water, but a lot of time our water, because we filter it so much, is lacking in minerals. So I tell people, I said, when you drink water, put a little bit of salt in it, because salt, like sea salt, Celtic salt, it has a lot of minerals in it. And by us filtering all this water, it's taking a lot of that minerals out. So I said, just take a little bit. I'm not saying take a quarter of a spoon, so just take some of your 2 fingers and just sprinkle it in here. Sometimes that's all we need because, water has a lot of minerals, such like magnesium, potassium, but you need another good thing to drink is coconut water. It has electrolytes in it, help dehydrate you better, help the water get in your cells. So if you don't have the electrolyte power for the water to get in your cells, so I tell people, put a little sea salt in there. So all those things we just need to learn because they never taught me that in school. I had to learn on my own. And then, I learn from people, and I learn a lot from people. So with the health club, you can learn a lot from other people. Like I was helping somebody, he told me that testimony about the lady drinking garlic water every day, and she lived to 105. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. I said, that's an old-time remedy. There's a lot you can do with garlic. So as a club, we're going to learn all this. So that's the most powerful thing we can participate in as a health club. You have friends and family that are sick. I see a lot of people that are sick. We're all getting older. You see people with wheelchairs and to me, it's all about nutrition. You're eating all the bad food. You eat meat every day. You not eating fresh fruits and vegetables. I have a friend, she's going through that food. She's gained weight. She has a lot of allergy problems. She told me last time I saw her, she says, oh, I'm going to have to, they say I might have to get a knee replacement. I'm like, oh, wow. And it's all about your nutrition. All that can rebuild your bones and knees and ligaments, but we don't eat the right things. Like with her, she has a habit of constantly eating, all day. And I'm just like, I can't even say anything to her because she's just getting sick. She don't know why. She loves going to the doctors, getting medication. And I say, medication is good temporarily, but you constantly have to have it. It's going to really, affect your body. And I know a lot of people that take medicine and take more than one. And like, wow, so that's, it affects your body, especially your kidneys in the long run. And a lot of times when it starts affecting your kidneys, what do? They change it to another medicine. So they'll keep doing that, to that start affecting your body. They change it to another medicine. I said, it's up to you. You have to heal your body. You have to learn. You have to be around people who are health conscious. It's better if you can even start a club because you all learn together and you all learn, 4 or 5 hands. It's better than one instead of you learning by yourself. We're all getting older and we need to start doing something now. So there's a lot of things I'm telling you, start a health club. Like I used to go to health events, seminars, and I was just passing them to other people. So people started asking me health questions, and somebody told me something one day. They said, Mike, you should be a teacher. I'm like, I don't want to be a teacher. I'm not qualified to be a teacher. And they said to me, well, you have knowledge, and that's why you should be a teacher, because a lot of people don't know this. Because you try to help their body, you helping them out. And I thought about it for years, and I said, you know what? They're right. I know all this knowledge, but I need to share it with people, learn from them. And I've learned a lot, and I worked in an herbalist shop, a juice bar, and I met a guy in a juice bar. He said something to me. He says, I love sea moss. I'm like, okay, sea moss is good. He said, I take so much of it that my urine smell like sea moss. When I sweat, I smell like sea moss. And I said, that means you're taking too much. He says, really? He says, yeah. I says, your body can only take so much. And whatever they can't use, they pee it out, defecate it out, or sweat it out. So you're wasting your money because your body is throwing the excess out. He says, oh, I never realized that. But a lot of people tend to overdo some things. I have a friend who takes a lot of herbal stuff. And he's an elderly person. He has kidney problems. So I told him, I said, you know what? I think you probably have kidney problems because you're taking too much herbs. Like certain herbs you're only supposed to take temporarily, like echinacea, like take it for no more than 2 weeks and take some time off. And you do it when you have a problem, especially like in the spring, in the fall, we have allergies and stuff like that. That will really help you. And you also take golden seal every day. I'm like, you're not supposed to take golden seals every day. Golden seal is a cleanser. You do it for a period of time. So you cleansing every day, which is not good. So it's throwing out good stuff as well as the bad stuff. Plus, it's affecting your kidneys. I said, maybe that's why you have kidney problems. I said, talk to your doctor. So he had another herbalist told him the same thing. He said, you know what, you take a lot of herbs. You shouldn't be taking all those herbs like that. They're meant for when your condition clears up, then you don't have to take them. If you do like a fast, that's great. You don't be fasting 2, 3, 4-day fast every day, every week. I said, you got to stop so your body can rebuild too. So your body has to, your body rebuilds and it detox naturally. It detox when you go to sleep. Like I tell people, not to eat anything 4 or 5 hours before they go to sleep because your body goes into a super healing mode. Once you eat, you interrupt that process. I said I used to eat at night, and I stopped one day and I realized I actually slept better and I felt more relaxed the next day. But when I eat late at night, I feel like I haven't got sleep, wake up very hungry. So I learned that over the years, when you don't eat, your body goes into this super healing mode. And we need to take advantage of that. You know, a lot of us eat late at night, like my friend was telling you that had health problems, gaining weight. I was talking to her late one night, and I'm like, what are you eating? It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. She said, I made myself a spoonful of potato salad. I'm like, how in the hell can you make a spoonful of potato salad? So I just laughed, and, you know, one day I called her at night, you know, get ready to hang out. It was like 2, 3 in the morning. She says to me, okay, I'll talk to you later. I'm going to heat myself for crab legs. And I was just so shocked. I'm like, just 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And she has that habit, and I realized, you know, a lot of people have that habit. So I tell people in the health club, write down your bad habits so you realize what you need to work on. Because we all have bad habits, you know, eating a lot of sweets. And I tell people, you're going to eat sweets. Eat it after you have a regular meal, like salads or whatever you have, rice, because when you eat the sweets after the meal, the sugar is going to absorb slowly in your body because you have all this fiber now that it can absorb all that extra sugar, and it will go into your bloodstream very slowly. And plus, that fiber will help take some of that excess sugar out, because we don't want to get those sugar spikes, and that's what's really harm a lot of people when you get that sugar spike, you know, which gets your pancreas to react, and is reacting very fast, so you're spiking it up, and if you keep spiking the sugar up, that's going to, you know, people will get a lot of diabetes or sugar problems. So that's one of the number one thing I tell people: eat sweet, okay, eat it after you have a big meal. Because you have it early, your body's going to get that sugar right away, and it's going to give you a big sugar spike. So I just want to know if anybody have any questions before I go on. And I have questions about the wheatgrass or the seeds I was telling you about. I'm going to actually give you something you could try to make. So I did pumpkin seeds last time. I'll go over that again. And maybe you can make hemp milk or chia seeds. So I'm going to go with the chia seeds since I never told you about that. You use 3/4 of a cup to 2/4 of a cup of chia seeds. You got to play around with it. And I usually use 3 to 4 cups of water because I like to stretch it out. And the chia seeds you don't have to soak. The hemp seeds you don't have to soak. And you just put it in a blender with 1 cup of water first, blend it up to become a paste. Then you add the rest of the water, blend it up until it comes fine, you know, milky-like. And if you want to make a smoothie, you could just pour some of the water, like 2 cups, into a blender, or take some out, and you can make a smoothie with that. And then you add your fruits or your green leafy vegetable if you like, blend it up. You need more water, you just add more water. I usually make a milk a lot, so I'll take the 2/3 of a cup of chia seeds with 4 cups of water. I blend it up and I strain it. Most of the time I don't strain it because it's so fine. It has a little sediment, but I usually strain it and I just drink it. And it's like a milk. It doesn't taste as good as pumpkin seed milk, so I may sweeten it a little, like put a date in there or I'll make a smoothie. I'll put a banana in there, and it's very, very nutritious. Sometimes I put turmeric in there. This is very inflammatory. I even put a little pepper in there, and I put a little olive oil in there so it can get the fat to combine very well, so your body can absorb it. So there's a lot of things that you can do with these seed milks, and we have to learn because when we get older, like a lot of people take Boost and Ensure. I tell them, you can make your own. So that stuff they put in the Ensure, your body can't even absorb most of that. Then most of it is sugar. Like I had an Ensure just to try it. I'm like, oh, this is kind of very sweet. So there's a lot of things I tell people do the Health Club because they're going to help each other out. They're going to make recipes. They're going to share recipes and, tell your testimonial about it. Encourage each other. That's, we have to do that. I tell people if you need help, give me my information again, Mike Mailbox1 at yahoo.com. You could text me, 929-273-1481. And, that's how you're going to help yourself. It's through a group. It's hard for people to do it by themselves. They get, forget to do it. I don't know everybody to encourage them. So, I understand. I encourage myself because I just fell in love with health. I would go to these health seminars and learn different things and see different things. I went to a seminar about the Beamer. Didn't know nothing about it. So like I said, Beamer is a device that increases your blood flow by 30% in 8 minutes. They gave a free session. I always take friends with me when I go to places like this. And two of my friends says, that device did something to me. I'm like, what? I had a back pain and completely gone. And my other friend said, I had an old sports injury and nothing helped that. It's gone. I'm like, oh, okay. So I started going to the seminar and started listening to testimonials, and I fell in love with it. And I'm like, I'm getting older. I ain't getting younger. They increased my blood flow by 30% for the rest of my life. I should invest in it. I go to the doctor. He told me, oh, your blood work's been good. This been good. That been good. So I give my testimonial to the doctor. I don't tell him what I'm doing, especially with the wheatgrass. Tell them all that. So with the wheatgrass, people order from me, and I give them a half-hour free consultation over the phone. This wheatgrass that I sell is double the potency as the one that you can get in the stores. I didn't really believe that, and so I tried it out and saw the, information about this wheatgrass that come from Canada, and I fell in love with it. And it's excellent for fasting. One day I took like 6 ounces, and I took it in the morning, doing all my activities of the day, went to bed, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I'm like, wow, I didn't even eat today. I didn't even have the urge to eat. So, that's one of my testimonials. So I invest in, I did my research and passed it on to others, and they enjoyed it. So as a group, you might have a friend that may go to some of these health events, and they'll come back and tell you. Tell me. I'll learn from them. So that's something we definitely have to do. And like I said, you can listen to my previous recorded shows. This one will be recorded also, probably maybe in a week or so. Pass it on to others. Listen to my previous show. It's on Grown Folks Network on YouTube. And it should be under your community Natural Health Club, or it could be under my name, Michael Tyson. So that said, anyone have any questions about what I talked about or want to know more information? I just want to say the next show will be coming on is the cancer show, and that starts at 7. And that's excellent to listen to because we also know somebody who have cancer, which is kind of sad, and we need to do something about it. One of the things I want to do is start a health club, showing everyone how they can change their diet with different foods and, things like that. Some people, oh, I can't do it, I have to have my meat. I'm like, okay, just pick one day and just work your way up, Realize that fruits and vegetables digest very fast within an hour. So what I had to do is I had to eat more, like 3 times the salads I had to eat. I couldn't just eat a small bowl of salads, sometimes 4. And I used to make my own salad dressing, and it was excellent. Homemade salad dressing is better than any store-bought one because they put all those preservatives in it. So, we're going to have to step up, So if anybody have any questions, thank you for listening to me. Try to listen to my previous shows on YouTube. More is coming. I'm going to have a couple of guests. I'm excited about that. And also, I will be attending a health seminar in Newark. It's going to be August 10th. And I'm going to be there doing the Beamer, maybe the foot detox, and maybe some food. I'm not really sure yet, but it's going to be a great event. We need to come and learn and see what's available and tell other people about it. Having a health event August 10th in Newark, New Jersey. It's very easy to get to if you live in New York City. I went here and I caught the PATH train to Newark Penn Station or New Jersey Transit, Newark Penn Station. And the cab ride is from $7 to $10 to get there. They even have a bus, which I've never caught yet, and that's even cheaper. So it's up to you, but we need to learn. We need to go to these health events. Try to take other people with you because it's going to be really a great event. I'm going to be there. And I hope to see you, So that said, I'm going to end my show. Does anybody have any other questions before I end my show? I know you have a lot of questions out there, but, my next show would be in May. I think it's going to be May 2nd. Let me double check. And it is on May 2nd, Thursday at 5 o'clock. So I do it twice a month, the first week of the month and the third week of the month. So thank you so much, everyone. Please pass it on to others. Tell them to listen to the show, my last show, and see if they want to start a club. We have to do that. We got to get our health together. It's not that hard. So thank you so much, everyone. Hope you get to listen to my show on May 2nd. You can listen to my previous shows. They'll be posted like within a week. And if you have any questions, you can email me at mikemailbox1@yahoo.com, or you can text me at 929-273-1481. And also you can, if you like to see my pre-recorded videos, you can text me there or email me. I can send it to you. And you can send it to your friends and family and see what they think. So thank you so much. I'm going to end the show. Stop the recording.